Yeah, human history, essentially.
Yeah.
Our whole long relationship with tools, with automation.
Exactly. We're digging into this fascinating text you shared with us, The Artificial Artisan.
Right, and our mission really is just to quickly walk you through the key stages this source talks about.
From the absolute basics, right?
The very first tools, all the way up to the incredibly complex automation we see everywhere today.
And what it all means for the idea of the artisan, the skilled maker, both human and maybe now artificial. So the artificial artisan, it doesn't start with, steam engines or anything. It goes way back. Biology.
It really does. The source points to something critical, like millennia ago. Opposable thumbs.
That's the initial point of an inverted pyramid, it calls it.
Exactly. Sounds simple, but it argues this physical thing was the narrow base. It let early erect Homo handle basic tools, needed that mental focus, the physical coordination.
Yeah.
And what's really interesting is how the source connects using those tools directly to our brain developing.
Ah, okay. So it wasn't just the hands.
Yeah. It says that starting point, accrued enhancement, basically, from later discoveries, led to cortical brain gain and ability, the big jump.
Wow, okay.
And that cognitive leap, according to this text, that's the direct line to the working artisan emergence.
The first skilled human craftspeople. So the sequence is thumbs, basic tools, brain boost, skilled artisan.
That's the chain the source lays out.
Yeah.
Then, okay, it jumps forward quite a bit in time.
To show how tools really change things for that artisan. Gutenberg, right, mechanical printing.
Yes. Huge shift. The source talks about how the press made manual copying. It calls it making a writing quilt redundant, which is a great phrase.
Oh, yeah.
Made that totally obsolete for, large-scale stuff.
And that plus better metal tools becoming available.
Right. Developments in metallurgy helped, too.
Yeah.
That combination, the source has kicked off a revolution in industrial growth.
But growth isn't always smooth sailing. The source brings up the Luddites.
Ah, yeah, the discontent Luddites. It says they struck at automation, and interestingly uses the phrase robotic assembly and manufacture for the machines then.
Wow. Applying that term back then.
Yeah. And their anger, it says, was tied to skilled textile jobs disappearing, a trend that then decimated other working spheres.
So not just textiles. It was an early example of machines replacing skilled humans, a theme we see again later.
Definitely a recurring theme. And, innovation just kept rolling. From early mechanical calculators.
Or speedy electrical circuitry, which powered the digital revolution, as the source calls it. And that, just like before, was again able to displace more skilled manual labor, maybe even faster this time.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
And now think about the world the source describes today. We got the spread of apps, making the user an expert almost.
Right. Simplifying complex stuff, and wireless data transfer reigns supreme, changing 2D capabilities into bright 3D.
And this modern age, the source argues, gives us capabilities that extend our senses, our control, in ways that are just unprecedented.
Like what specifically?
Well, minute sensors, terrestrial and celestial, that can use feedback to control the living and mechanical, reaching into, intimate parts of bodies, globe and space.
Whoa.
And displaying all this complex info by in-depth rotating images, capturing and understanding the world with incredible detail.
And it's not just seeing, it's making. The source mentions light being captured into laser beams.
Yeah, using that to fuse material by sintering, basically building things layer by layer with heat or pressure.
Creating 3D objects in what it calls a gestating mechanical reproduction stage.
It's pretty amazing stuff. And all these modern capabilities, the text really stresses this, they're a product of computer power and algorithms.
Right. It's this previously unseen electronic cleverness.
Exactly. Cleverness that aids the human artificial artisan's performance. So it boosts what a skilled human can do using these smart systems as, powerful extensions.
Okay, so let's recap the path the artificial artisan shows us. Starts with simple tools, thumbs, brains, leading to the first artisan. Then mechanical printing, industrial change, the Luddite reaction to being displaced.
Right.
Then the digital age, shifting skilled work again. And now, apps, data everywhere, super precise sensors, 3D creation.
It's a continuous story, isn't it? Tools aren't just helping the artisan, they're fundamentally changing who the artisan is.
Okay, brings us to the final, really provocative question the source leaves us with. Something for you, the listener, to chew on after hearing this history.
Yeah, it asks, could this amazing capability, this stuff that aids the human artificial artisan's performance so much, could it, in the end, belittle its biological creators?
What does that really mean for us, for the future of skill, of craft, what it means to be human in a way?
A big question to think about.